thank you for watching a new video blog. Today from Italy, and behind me is Lake Nima. Evolution is the biggest lie that has ever been told.
No, I think the biggest lie ever told was people who told you that, no, don't worry, don't cut out the very first bit of the video where you're standing in front of the camera saying nothing after adjusting yourself, and definitely record outside with cars, because that's what everyone wants to hear these days. Oh, dear me. Let's roll the intro, because I need a laugh at this point. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Sarcastic Barman and welcome to my channel. Now, in this world of crazy petrol panic buying, COVID mask denying half-wits and downright fucking stupid flat earthers, there's always one you can rely on to be just as stupid as anyone else. And that's just complete and utter morons posting things on the internet. And I don't mean myself for once. I mean 90s style surfer dudes going, yeah dude, the evolution's not real. Surfboards. That was the worst fucking accent ever. Fuck me. Luckily, it was nowhere near the accent the guy's doing anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Oh, let's listen to why evolution is fucking wrong, apparently. Oh, get the drinking cards out.
I used to be a non-believer in the evolution theory, and I used to be a believer, and now I am permanently a non-believer of this theory.
So you didn't believe, then you believed, now you don't believe again, but this time it's permanent. Yeah, you're definitely not a yo-yo swinging back and forth and up and down to all the different things to try and get as many views as possible. And you're definitely not going to say something fucking moronically stupid in this video. I mean, luckily it's only 5 minutes long, but I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stupidness coming out.
The evolution theory is just a fantasy, just a story, and it's a really bad one as well.
Guys, did you hear? Evolution's just a story. But what about all the evidence? No, we're just going to ignore the evidence. But there's fucking loads of evidence. No, we just ignore it. It doesn't matter there's a metric shed ton of fucking evidence. Yeah, we're just going to ignore all the evidence and go with the shit story idea.
The main reason why this story has been told is just to make people believe that life has no meaning. So it has a nihilistic approach.
Was that a fucking jump cut? So you can edit your videos, so why the fuck did we have to put it at the fucking start? The fuck? And how does evolution change whether there's a meaning to life? You don't realise you can still have God and God created a Big Bang and still have fucking evolution. The two are not mutually exclusive. Just don't have to be a half-wit and take everything in the Bible fucking literally. Though, from the fucking tone of this video, I don't think you're a Bible fucking literalist, but I also don't think you fucking read the Bible at all either. So, I don't know where this one's gonna go.
It tells you that one day there was just an accident, basically, and it was just happening. There was nothing behind it. There was no goal behind it. It was just a big bang, and from there out, everything started to be evolving by itself.
And how is that a bad thing? If anything, then we can look at the other planets in our solar system and go, wow, we're the only one with intelligent life on. Wow, that's impressive. That makes us special. No, we don't like that idea. You're going to say something stupid in a minute, aren't you? Oh, god damn it. Where's the booze?
It's interesting because it has to deal with the concept of time. And time doesn't exist in nature, because time is circular in nature. It comes, and it's the day will come, and it will come again, and it will come again, and it will come again. There's basically no time, because it's repeating itself.
What? Time isn't real because it's just nature repeating days. What? There's no time in nature? Well, that'd be like saying things don't grow because no time passes, and you can't tell how old a tree is and how much time has passed since it started growing based on how big it is, how many rings it's got, or anything like that. No, time is just not real. Okay, therefore no evolution. Right. That's the most stupid fucking argument I've ever heard for the denial of fucking evolution. I mean, you're just not even attacking any of the evidence. You're saying, nah, no time. It's fine. What? That's nuts. That's actually nuts.
Evolution tells you that there is a timeline, like a beginning and a clear end. They stole this idea from the monotheistic, Abrahamistic religions like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam.
Well, firstly, those cars are really fucking annoying. Good God, stop recording outside by cars. Secondly, if you look at something like the Jewish Tanakh, which helps make up then some of the Old Testaments, which is also then basis for books in Islam, there's more than one God in there. And I don't just mean that the Jewish God is referred to as that God, this God, and that God. No. There are literally other gods in that book. There's a whole pantheon of fucking gods. It's just the idea is to only follow that one God. If you go and look through, you'll find that even God himself, who, the Jewish God, lost a fight to another God. So, just because you follow one God, there's plenty of other ones in there. But, big but, I still don't get what this has got to do with saying, yes, they stole this idea, beginning and end. Well, I think people have realised there's beginning and ends to things since people started being born and then dying. Yeah, that's a clear sort of end to things, and being born's a nice sort of beginning to things, really, isn't it? So, yeah, luckily there's no time in between when they get born and die, because time is circular. So people who's being born and dying and re-dying and re-boring and, yeah, just boring. Bored now. Move on.
The natural religions didn't have this. Paganism, so to speak, or tribalistic religions, they didn't have this concept of a beginning and an end. They would say that the earth was always existing as it was.
What do you mean there's no creation myths apart from the Christian ones? You really think they were the first to come up with creation myths? Or we should ignore all the Greek ones with the chaos gods and things. Ignore all the Vikings with the giant Ymir. That'll do. Ignore the Cherokee creation myths that Earth is suspended by ropes at its four corners, and when eventually the Earth gets old, these ropes will snap and Earth will fall into a giant sea. Yeah, I could go on with many more. There is some speculation about Chinese creation myths that certain areas might not have had any, but this could be due with writings and things not surviving because you got Pangu from other areas of China. There is always creation myths behind fucking cultures because it's something people think about. Again, what the fuck does this have to do with evolution?
And this was very interesting, that this invention of the timeline, that we fantasize that there was a beginning and that there will be an end as well, is of course there to make you desperate about reality, about life. It's a very nihilistic thought, because then you start to question, why am I here, what am I doing here, what is the purpose of being here, what does it matter if everything is going to end? And it will help you to destroy nature. That is what it is. It's an excuse to destroy nature.
So hang on. Because there's evolution, because there's a timeline, we can do what we want because things have got an end and we can destroy nature? What? That's just stupid. So if we don't believe in evolution, do we live forever? Is there no end to our time on Earth? Or are we just thinking our actions don't have consequences? I'm not sure you've thought this through and you're just like stringing off some words because you think they sound good. Where in fact you're just sounding like a nutjob loony bin. You really are.
No, nature, we can destroy it because the world is going to end.
We're going to end anyway at some point. We will die. Do you just think that nobody cares about their kids and things like that? It's like,
it's alright. I can burn my house before I die because no one will need it. I can do what I want because it doesn't matter.
You're just taking a selfish worldview and imposing it on everyone because of evolution. Okay.
And nature is godly, nature is spiritual, it is extremely important to take care of nature. But when you start to believe in evolution theory, you just think that everything just happened by accident and will eventually go away. I believe that there hasn't been any beginning and there won't be any ending unless we destroy nature by ourselves, but in the end nature will restore itself. One day, of course, God or the Creator will make a stop to the destruction of nature, and that will go gradually, of course. There will be a turning point.
I'm just... the actual sod. I want to know what drugs he's been taking, because they seem to put him in a really good fucking mood. So, nature, evolution, destruction, okay. And if we don't want to do that, we have to look after nature and things like that until God comes down and stops us. So, God's going to end it all then. And you don't think there was a beginning? What, so forever and ever and ever there's always been us? What? That would just be stupid. That really would. How long has there been us? Are we talking millions of years, billions of years, thousands of years, infinity years? Because it doesn't really work unless you're going to put a number on it. If you're going to go infinity years, there's been us, there's always been us here, blah-de-blah-de-blah, then we've got like... well, why have we not filled up all the space on Earth? Why have we not built everywhere? Why is there still this left? Why have we not used all of this? Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Why are we only this advanced? If you want to go that, oh no, God made it 6,000 years ago, then that's a fucking beginning.
But for me, it's very clear that evolution is just a lie, just a simple lie. It's not even a good story. It's just is there to make you feel confused. They turn everything upside down. So instead of believing that there is no time, they say that there is time. And instead of believing that there is no beginning and no end of this planet, they will say that there is a beginning and an end. And they also make you believe that the universe is extremely big. This has no ending, and this is all nothing. They have really basically nothing to prove for this.
Do you know what though? Even if you want to say there was no beginning to Earth and it was suddenly just here and has always been here, it wouldn't change the fact that evolution has happened. It doesn't change the fact there is evidence for evolution between fossils and DNA. That doesn't change anything. Saying that the universe is endless doesn't change evolution. The actual fuck. You seem to be attacking something by using something that doesn't have to be connected to it. You're saying, yes, there is no time. Okay, yeah, we need time for evolution, but it doesn't mean that time hasn't passed at some point. Time has passed since I started watching this video, and it's time I'm never going to get back. Whether time is circular or not, it's time that has been wasted that could have been better used productively by trying to headbutt a nail into a wall.
Because they will say, oh yeah, the stars are moving further away, so this means that the universe is still expanding. But what if the stars are just moving around? The stars are moving around, and they will tell you that, oh yeah, they're moving further away. No, they're going in circles, like everything in nature. It's circular. That's what all the primitive tribes believe. That's what we believe when we were still pagans. We believed that life was circular and there was no beginning and also no end to it.
Again, you say no beginning and no end. Germanic tribes had creation myths. They were the Nordic ones. Celtic people, we have a slightly different creation myth, because in the beginning, yes, there was no time, no gods, there was just where the sea met the land. And Iota, the sea mare, came up onto the land and made the first god. And then they made more gods together. Incest with a horse and a god, okay. They eventually created people. Then there was a war with the sea, with the sea giants. But unfortunately, the sea giants and the gods and basically almost everyone died. Apart from one man and one woman. I feel like there's either some taking in of the Judaism creation myth in there, or the Jewish creation myth was inspired by the Celtic one. Both are old cultures. Who knows? This is the thing. We don't know who's influenced who, but the, giants fighting could have also influenced the Nordic creation myths. I don't know, and I don't care. Because, yes, one day we're going to die, and that's going to be the end of our time. Did you think you're going to live forever? Is that what this is? I'm immortal. That's why I look like this for the last 30 years, because originally I was a 90s surfer. No, I don't think so.
It further gives you the idea that we are just an accident by the existence of the sun. This is what I learned when I studied the science of evolution and of astronomy. I believed that, oh yeah, we're just a byproduct of the sun. We are just basically a leftover. We are just an accident. And this, of course, degrades humanity to something more like just a wordless dust. And I really am against this idea, because I believe every being is spiritual, is holy, and that we are not just a waste product. That's just a horrible thought. The people that have made this thought up are just like the most horrible nihilistic people, and they're just doing this to control you, to make you believe that basically you're worth nothing, and to also believe that there is a sort of fight in nature and that only the strong will survive.
I figured out this video! Yes! Which means we don't have to watch any more of it after I explain what this video is obviously about. You want to feel special. Aww, diddums. It's the idea that you were created from a big bang and that nobody's been pushing the buttons and making you do the things you do not make you feel special. Aww, diddums. Aww, and it's so sad not to be special. It's alright, I think you're fucking special. Special in the fucking head. Now, us being created from a big bang and the universe expanding and evolution happening doesn't make you not special. If anything, it makes you more special. You can look at the other planets and go, hey, there's no life up there, I'm extra special. Yay, my parents survived, which makes me special. Yay, I'm the one sperm out of millions that fucking made it. Which is fucking surprising when it comes to you. Jesus Christ. Nothing has to be holy, spiritualistic and everything like that for you to be, oh, special. And if you think that, yes, we're holy as a god and things, well, the god obviously made us then, so there must be a beginning to that. And you're saying God's going to come down and sort out the world, so that's going to be an end of it. There's still a beginning and an end. And if a god did make us and then just ignores and let us get on with things, don't you then just feel like a pet who's been bought at Christmas then ignored? Shouldn't that make you feel less special? And if you want to go down the deeper religion side and go, yes, I believe in Christianity and that God and he knows everything and sees everything. Well, if he knows everything you're going to do, does he see every possibility of what you're going to do? Or does he just see what you're going to do? And in which case, there's no free choice and that everything you're going to do has already been decided forever. Which makes you even less special because your life has no meaning. Because the outcome of your life has already been decided. This is just the craziest, stupidest daftness I think you could ever go down as a fucking rabbit hole. Oh, it was a nice change though from the last fucking video that I did that premiered like 20 hours before this one or whatever. Fuck me. Right, I think that will do for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to my video. Thank you very much to my members, Patreons, everyone who makes these videos possible. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on the nihilistic forms of evolution and why it's so bad and spiritualism so good. Whatever. Oh, apart from that, merch down below, you know. Just in case you didn't know, I was talking to someone the other day in real life. Scary. Oh, I didn't know you sold your hoodies. I've obviously not plugged my hoodies in a while, or she never makes it to the end of the video. She probably never makes it to the end of the video. Does anyone make it to the end of the video nowadays? If you make it to the end of the video, put 42 in the chat. Well, not in the chat, in the comments. Thank you very much. Go on, have a pint.